YouTube or Facebook is populating. Come on, where is it? Hold on, people, if there's anyone there yet. I don't know. Okay, well, there's at least one person there. Well, Judy's here. Kaya's here. Hey, Kaya, how you doing? Derek Simmons. Oh, same old Derek. And Jen, my friend Jen's here. Well, we have my better half. A brother of another mother from back home in Washington, even though I haven't met him yet, but I know he's cool. Derek Simmons, another good friend of mine from Indiana. Jen, a Buckeye member. We have Rich Cooley in the house. Good show Sunday, Rich. Looking forward to tonight's show. I got coffee, honey. I made a pot. My good friend Patrick Moore's in the house. Hey, Patrick. Ron is here. Excellent. I'm glad all of you are doing well. Welcome to another episode of Shop Talk Live here on Facebook Live. I'd like to welcome all my Facebookers, family, friends, my YouTubers and friends, because I know some of you are my YouTubers. But, Judy and I, she's here in the room. We had a really good time at the Central Ohio Rock, Gem, Mineral, Fossil, Jewelry Show. It was really cool, though. Grandkids had a great time. I picked up some really cool stuff. Couple of trilobites, the shark tooth in the matrix there. And, do any of you remember when I was on that job in Hamler and I was digging out these calcite crystals out of the 411s? Well, I picked up this beauty right here. It's a really nice dog tooth calcite. I forget the other crystal on it. But these two crystals, the one I purchased, the one I found, come from the same quarry. And I thought it was really cool, so I picked it up. I also got another couple of other cool things, a fossilized fish, two trilobites, the Ohio State fossil. I picked up a really big one from Morocco and a real little itty bitty one from Utah, which they're really cool. One day I'd like to find one because you can find them in southwest Ohio sometimes. And at the Gold Show, speaking of Dick Goldsmith, who's in the house right now, we saw Dick and Mel Goldsmith at the Gem Show Saturday. We saw Patrick O'Masters and Susie Q, which all of them are Gold Prospectors Space members also. Had a really good time. Got to see some fellow Buckeyers. Went to the Tri-State Gold Panning booth. Gave our support to one of the other chapters here in Ohio. Thanks, Mita. Hi, Mita. David Bogan. We have Jerome here too, and my son from lives in Massachusetts. He's in the house. Jeffrey's here. Mr. Ken Snyder, check out his YouTube channel, The American Prospector. He's also a field representative of Gold Claw. Doggone good pan, the Gold Claw. My other Gold Claw is out by my Gold Cube running some new mats I got from David Peterson from Dream Mat to try out in the Gold Cube. So far, so good. I really, really like them. And I think it's going to be a lot like the Gold Claw. The more I use it, the more I'm going to like it. Hey, when I'm in Utah, you're from Utah, right, Ken? I believe so. I'll probably hit you up. Ken is here. And speaking of the devil, David Peterson's here. He's the man, when the unicorn farted, came up with the dream mats, and I'm really happy with them. I'm really happy with what's in my Gold Cube, because I'm running material that I've ran a couple times before, and that mat, the mini mats, pulling out the fines. I mean talcum powder fine. Not a problem, Ken, not a problem. But I have one In the Shed with Ed video in editing right now. I finished the project. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of it. It's a Vac Pack. Gonna be a Vac Pack, but took my still leaf blower. I had a tub for chlorine tablets when we used to have our pool, but Judy and I got rid of the pool. And it has a perfect lid for the Vac Pack, so I cut a hole in it. I put some pipe insulation around, but it's important to use the right pipe insulation. You don't want to use this stuff that you get with your hot water heater. Nah, don't want that. You want this stuff, really, really pliable, because it wraps around the edge good of the hole, and then you can peel it off and stick it in so it sits really good. Well, all I had to do after that is drill the hole and fit in the goodies that I salvaged from a broken shop vac. And it works. I was cleaning cracks in my shop. I'll have to pan them out, see if I have any gold from crevicing in my shop floor. But I'm really happy with that project. It worked good in here. I was kind of exhausting myself out. So I had to turn it off, open up all the windows and doors. I didn't want to get all dopey from two-stroke exhaust. Then I'm making a Saruka too. Like Dan Hurd from British Columbia, that teacher dude. He's another really good YouTube creator. He's a lot more famous than me. I'm not even famous. He's famous, like Darcy Cooper and Jeff Williams. But I'm going to make a Saruka much like his. And that's in the works. And yes, I'm going to do the gold cradle too, little rocker box. and that's in the works too, so keep an eye out for those episodes. With Prospecting with Ed and Jesse, the Buckeye chapter, the OSPA is helping Prospecting with Ed and Jesse with our demos. On the 22nd of April, we have a gold painting demonstration for the Bath Township Boys and Cub Scouts. Should be a really good time. I've done a demo for them before a couple years ago. Great group of kids. The parents were excellent. That time I was doing it alone, which was, if it wasn't for my good friend Ricky Kennedy and a parent or two, I would have been swamped. But as many of you know who do demos, sometimes it's the parents you get swamped by more than the kids. But that should be a really good time. Hey, Paul, Mr. Ben Shears. We have Ben Shears of Tier 3 Prospecting out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. He's a really good guy, and he likes getting on the gold. Check out Tier 3 Prospecting's Facebook page. It's a good group of people. What other producers do I see in here? Hi, Jesse, Frank. How are you and Jake doing? Well, I'm not seeing many other producers in here. My beautiful my beautiful daughter-in-law, Whitley Haunhorst, is in the house too. Hi. How's Tennessee doing? Also, Toledo Jess and I want to be, as you know, I've talked about it lots of time, we're going to start working more with disabled vets, much like Ken Snyder does, the American Gold Prospector. Like my partner, Tenn's also a vet, and he works with Wounded Warriors Project, teaching them how to gold pen and taking them out on the stream and whatnot. Ken can fill you more on what he does in the Utah area for disabled vets. Jesse and I are going to be working on we are working on the same thing for here in Northwest Ohio and Northeast Indiana. Edwin Kruger's in the house. Hey, Edwin, how you doing? Hey, Wayne, how you doing, Mr. Wagner? Say hi to the wife. But there's some things we're working on. There's some outings coming up. Same weekend of my panning demo in Kashmir, Washington, the 18th annual North Central Washington Prospectors Golden Treasure Show. Treasure and More Show. It's at the Kashmir Fairgrounds. You can visit northcentralwashingtonprospectors.com for more information. And all of you who's going to the Las Wages Gold Show, the GPAA Las Wages Gold Show, I'm jealous. I'd love to be able to make it, but I can't. So I won't. But that'd be at the South Point Hotel and Casino, the 22nd and 23rd. Make sure you go by and visit Kent and Ken at the Gold Claw booth. Tell them Ed sent you. and buy a purple pan. If I recall right, a small portion of money from the purple pan is going to wounded warriors. Ask Tenn Snyder about it. He can let you know for sure. So, if they have any purple pans at the show, buy them out. Buy them out. You might have time to hop on their Kickstarter. Hey, Tenn, can you throw a link in the chat for me, please, buddy? Kickstarter for the new colored gold claw pans. And for some reason, I have purple pan purchase contributions to Wounded Warriors if you buy them. If I'm wrong, I'm really sorry. If I'm right, Ken can fill you in. Also, go to my friends at prospectorsradio.com and give a big, warm hello to Tim Grimes, Rich Cooley, Ron Harrison, Dennis Dayton, and Kathleen Biffle. As a matter of fact, they'll be on tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for their West Coast Wednesday show. And be sure to catch them 7:30 Eastern Standard Time every Sunday night. Always a good show. If it's open mic or guest, always a good show. They're my friends and my family, so please come join us, be part of our community, and never know, maybe one day too, I'll see you on the river. Okay, well, I think that shows a little, April 29th in Raidersburg, Montana. There's a memorial metal detecting hunt. Rick Raddick, and Jen and Patrick O'Masters would be into stuff like this, but they're in Ohio, not Montana. It will be hosted by the Headwaters chapters of the GPAA. And for more information, contact 406-220-4403 or email gpaainfo@yahoo.com. And for our Canadian friends north of the border, April 30th through May 3rd, the CIM annual conference and trade show is there. Alice is in Montreal. My French is a lot worse than my English, and my English is pretty bad, so I'm not even going to attempt any more of this French. Sorry, Jerome. But for info, go check out CIM.org. That information I got out of my California Mining Journal. A great rag. Great magazine. It's always packed full of information. $1 each purchase goes to Wounded Warrior. Purple will go towards Purple Heart Fund, but all others go to General Fund. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And hey, Justin Carr. Thanks for joining me. Another Washington prospector in the house. Excellent. It's good to see people from back home. catch up on, see what some of you all say. Will do, Ken. Thank you. I appreciate the offer. Let me talk to my partner in crime, Toledo Jess, and we'll get back a hold of you. I know everyone's anxious to get out. It's been really nice the last couple of days. I've been playing out in the yard with the gold cube. Really biting at the bit. I still haven't got my nozzle out on the stream. Every time I'm thinking about it, it really rains. We get those April showers and it swells and muddy up my stream over at my own private little Idaho where I was going to test it out, but I'll get to it. But on the 30th, catch up on some things. On the 30th of last month, Dano and I went over to Mansfield, pick up a cert for our MSHA safety cert, and afterwards we went down to the OSPA Scenic View in South Mansfield. Only classified some buckets, couple of buckets, did a little sampling and stuff, just dinking around, and I did really good. The way I'm set up here, I can't show you anything, so, but I'll post the pictures on my wall or something. But nice pan, fine gold. But I swear, out of 2 buckets, 2/3 full, I probably had 200 specs easy. That dream mat, David, that dream mat and the cube mat, the mini mat, cube mat, oh, the little one, the gray one, I love it. Hey, Mark, how are you doing? The bald one? The bald one is Mark's YouTube handle. I see that, Gaia. I see that. I'm going to have to hook you up, Gaia, with my oldest boy. He lives at Scott Lake. You live right south of him. He actually used to live in the town you live in. So I'll have to hook you two up so you can take him out and get the fever burning in him. He's a really outdoorsman. He's a big hunter and stuff, and he's a real outdoorsman, but he's not quite the prospector his old man is. But he says he likes it. I used to drag him up to our claims and stuff all the time, but I used to drag him all over to skateboard parks too. So, but he has some of my gold pants. He has a sluice of mine, my DK sluice, and he's been talking about wanting to get up to Capitol Forest up on Wendell or however you used to say it, and some other places. Right. Yeah, I know you're really close to him. But we've talked about it a few times, and I have mentioned you to him. And next time you're in Ohio visiting, make sure you get a hold of me. We'll go do some digging. Well, I want to get ready to listen to Prospectors Radio. It starts at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Kathleen Biffle will have dredging up the news. Make sure to catch them on Sunday for Rich Cooley's Corner. That's prospectorsradio.com. I'd like to thank all of you for visiting with me and taking your time, which is valuable and valuable to me, and sharing it with me. I really appreciate it. It means a lot when you take your valuable time and share it with me. If you're not a subscriber, please go over to my YouTube channel. That's www.youtube.com/users/TDZ61. The Danger Zone 61. TDZ61. And I'd really appreciate it if you're not a subscriber to become one today and become part of my YouTube community. So, I'd like to thank my brothers and sisters at the Buckeye chapter of the GPAA and the Ohio State Prospectors Association, and as always, Gold Prospectors Space and Prospectors Radio. Well, maybe one day too, hopefully I'll meet you on the river, and until then, may you always have a flash in your pan. Thank you. Good night. Have an excellent hump day night and a great weekend. Take care. Thank you. Thanks, Dustin. Right on, guy. You betcha, bud. You betcha. See you all soon. Later.